People, are you ready for Psychoschematics' fourth video for film study? Now, in the previous three videos, we discussed the art of the pick six, how to execute getting interception returns for touchdowns at a high rate and high efficiency rate, utilizing man blitzes, zone blitzes, and combo blitzes. And the second episode, we discussed how to use post-snap run-pass options and pre-snap run-pass options efficiently in order to confuse the defense by giving the quarterback the option to hand the ball to the running back or passing the ball. And in the third episode, we talked about how to utilize vertical offense. And with the vertical offense, we discussed how to use that through shotgun, through prototypical 3-step drop back, 5-step drop back, 7-step drop back, and how to utilize vertical passing through play action. So now, with this fourth episode of Film Study, we're going to be talking about
out on the first series against the Broncos. More determined.
Blitzing Tactics. This video will be highlighting several blitzing types. However, the blitzing types that you'll see the most throughout this video will be illusion blitzes, zone blitzes, and combo blitzes. Now in this play, you see the Oregon Ducks are lined up with 3 defensive linemen at the line of scrimmage. Now this 3-duck chuck type of simulation on defense is what they use in order to try to confuse the offensive line, to confuse the quarterback pre-snap. They show 3 players at the line of scrimmage on defense, and then they walk up 2 other players in order to blitz with 5 players on a prototypical zone blitz concept. And as you can see, it worked. Now in this play, it's another 3-duck chuck situation where they're going to eventually send 5 players on a zone blitz. And you see, it's a fire zone blitz overload on the left side, and it got an easy sack. Now in this play, you see 6 players on the line of scrimmage. However, eventually, only 3 players are going to pressure, leaving 8 players in a zone coverage, and that confuses the quarterback. And so the quarterback has to make a decision, and he throws it into a litany of players in a zone coverage. Excellent design, and it forces a turnover. Very well designed. On this defensive play example, they walk up 6 players towards the line of scrimmage in order to simulate a blitz, and only 3 players end up pressuring in this play. So as the result, it confuses the quarterback, and the quarterback makes a high-released errant throw that ends up getting intercepted by one of their safeties. As you can see with the yellow arrows on those 2 players, those 2 players will pretend to blitz and then will eventually drop into a shallow hook zone underneath. This highlighted defensive tackle will pretend to pressure and then drop into a shallow zone coverage in order to create confusion. In this play, you see that there's 6 defensive players near the line of scrimmage, and they're milling around and just constant movement pre-snap in order to try to create confusion. Now this has numerous names: the UFO Blitz, Psycho Blitz, Amoeba Blitz. I like to refer to as Psycho Blitz, but Psycho's a little bit different. But the main concept is to try to confuse the quarterback and confuse the offensive line by kind of constant movement so that they don't know who's going to be blitzing in the particular play. Now you see in this play, they angle their leverage, they shift their motion, and it just makes an easy gap. It leaves an easy gap for the linebacker to be able to attack. And you can see they're shifting, they're always hopping around, and it confuses the quarterback on the offensive line in terms of their pressure angles. So they don't really know what angle they're coming from, and it leaves easy lanes and easy gaps for the defenders to be able to pressure from. And you see right there, they shift to the left because they weren't sure who was pressuring from what angle. Right here you see that corner blitz puts them out of position. As you can see, the players towards the left side, the line of scrimmage, are moving around, milling around, and then that allows number 96 to stunt inside and get an easy sack. In this play, the highlighted defensive tackle will attack the guard's outside shoulder, giving the opportunity for the inside defensive tackle to loop with a stunt and get easy pressure. In this play example, the nose tackle will occupy both the center and the left guard with inside leverage, allowing the 5-technique defensive end to loop inside with a stunt. This is 3rd and 8 on a clear passing situation, and the Carolina Panthers are showing a cover 1 deep center field with 7 players near the line of scrimmage. Now, the key about showing these 7 players in the line of scrimmage is to get the offensive line and the quarterback confused to seeing who's going to blitz. Now, if you can see, number 58 eventually drops into man coverage, and the offensive line was questioning whether or not they were going to be a part of the blitz or not. So they ended up sending 6 blitzers against 6 offensive blockers. Now, here's the key. With the main defenders being occupied within this blitz, what ended up happening is the linebacker Klein, number 56, ended up going against a complete strength mismatch, number 27, the Chargers running back. And based on the results that you're going to see in a couple seconds, it's pretty obvious that number 56 had the advantage in terms of strength and leverage. And what ended up happening is Phillip Rivers had to get rid of the ball because of the immediate pressure. It ended up turning into an interception off of a affected throw due to the pressure. So, once again, this is all about utilizing proper disguise at the line of scrimmage so that the quarterback and the offensive line is not exactly sure how many blitzers will be sent. It ultimately was a 6-on-6 blitzing situation, blockers versus blitzers, and they found the mismatch off the edge with number 56 going against number 27. Something else that should be recognized within this play is that the man coverage within this combo blitz was executed very well. As you can see within the play, the man coverage basically negated all the options that Phillip Rivers had to throw the ball in this play because nobody could get a solid release from their coverage. So that must be considered as well into why this play was executed so well. The situation in this play is 3rd and 7, another prototypical passing down. Now, in this particular play, the Carolina Panthers are disguising their blitz with a double A-gap sugar. Now, right now, the Carolina Panthers have 6 players at the line of scrimmage, but as you can see, the safety that's walking back and forth will eventually walk down the left side of the line of scrimmage and try to attack off of a blitz, off the safety blitz, off of the 9-gap. And the defensive end and the cornerback on the right side on the slot will drop into coverage. So, ultimately, they sent only 5 players on the blitz, but made the offensive line try to guess to see how many players they were sending. And they had 7 players on the line of scrimmage before the snap of the ball. Now, this diagram shows you that it's a 3-on-3 on the offensive line for the right side, but then there's 3 blockers versus 4 possible pressurers on the left side. And so the quarterback on the offensive line guessed wrong for who was going to drop into coverage versus who was going to blitz. The quarterback told the offensive line to slide the protection to the right side, and that was ultimately the wrong decision because the safety was blitzing off of the left side. Now, if the quarterback told the offensive line's protection scheme to slide to the left, that pressure wouldn't have happened at such a quick rate. The safety blitz would have actually probably been nullified if he told him to slide to the left. But you see, that's the beauty of blitzing tactics. It's all about confusing the offensive line and confusing the quarterback pre-snap. If you enjoyed this video, then you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and get in the game with Psycho Schematics. As I do with every video, I'm going to give a quick tribute, shout out to another Packers legend, my bro, Clay Matthews, Packers lifer. Let's go.